G'day, Josh here. Welcome to the stream. And I know that there is one big question that everybody has, so I'm going to get that out of the road. Well, that's probably going to come up all stream long. The exact time that season 3 kicks off. You guys ready? Type a 1 into chat if you want to know the exact time that season 3 kicks off. Welcome everyone. Definitely see some familiar names here, so thanks for checking in. Enter a 1 into chat if you would like to know the exact time that next season kicks off. Everyone, that's the question of the day. That's all anyone wants to know. But I have no idea, so I can't tell you. Sorry guys, just having a little bit of fun with you. I have no idea. It's either the 5th or the 6th, depending on where you are in the world. EA hands it off to both the Apple and the Google Play stores, and then they hit the launch buttons, but it's not necessarily a specific time. It's just whenever they get it done, it happens. So that's up to them, not me. So I can't help you guys with that, but I can help you guys with any other questions you might have regarding season 3. So this stream is basically going to be all about answering any queries that you guys might have. So if you're curious about any specific feature, let me know in chat. True. Number 2, what does that mean? That means you don't want to know when it's dropping. That's fair enough. So when does game release? As I just addressed, no idea. Either the 5th or the 6th, but that is literally as much as I know. Can you show us the logo? That's on the EA website. It's just Allen Iverson and Joel Embiid on a red background. But I can show you tons of other stuff. In fact, I've just triggered the login for 3 days in a row objective. You can see that I'm getting 10 NBA cash and 50 stamina. So objectives are definitely still a thing in season 3. Do you guys prefer to call it season 3 or NBA Live Mobile 19? It's a little bit quicker to say season 3, I think. Let's have a look at some of the other things you may not have seen. So here's some NBA Academy objectives. You can see that once you grind all the way through there, you will get 3 silver coaches for completing that, as well as obviously unlocking Mobile Master Embiid, which is very nice. Daily objectives are back. And you get some cash for a couple of these as well. So just for claiming the bonus pack in the store, you're getting 2 NBA cash for winning a couple of Showdown quarters. So what's that? So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 20. So it's still, I think that's what it was in season 2. It's just that you had to complete all of them to receive 30 NBA cash. Now you kind of get a little bit of NBA cash for each, and then when you've completed them all, it'll round you out to 30 NBA cash. So you're definitely not missing out on any NBA cash in terms of the daily objectives. Welcome to the welcome to the stream, I should say, D Hitman. I was looking at my screen and I wanted to say screen. We've got weekly objectives down here as well. Ooh, Rookies Showdown pack. I wonder what's in that. That looks nice. Log in 3 days in a row is what you just saw. 10 NBA cash and 50 stamina. And then win 3 league versus league quarters. You're also getting a bit of cash and a bit of stamina there, which is nice. And there's some other stuff, like if we jump into leagues here, I don't know how many league versus league quarters we're playing in tournaments as yet, but there are things like these little league achievements here. You got weekly, score 1,000 points in Showdown as a league. You get a pro pack. These reset every week, I assume, given that the title is weekly. Pro Pack, win 1,000 challenges as a league. I think challenges is just the new term for live events, because they're not really live events anymore. They're NBA Today events and then campaign challenges. So I believe that's the new terminology. And then you've also got players you can unlock. This looks like it's a 70 overall CJ McCollum for winning your first league tournament. A 72 overall Jokic for winning 5 tournaments, and then if you win 15 tournaments, you get that 75 overall Kawhi Leonard. So that will be quite nice as well. I can show you guys the auction house. I just saw that in chat. It is completely empty because this is not my personal account. This is just an EA account. So I probably should take this opportunity to just give a shout out to EA and the Mobile Game Changers Network for allowing me to provide you guys with access to this preview content. You can see here that there is nothing in the auction house. I'm not selling anything. And if we actually go back to sell, you'll see that the 10% tax is the same. Those of you that were playing at the start of last season will remember a 25 or 35% tax, I think, at one stage. Then it got reduced to 20%, and then it got reduced to 10%. So we're just sticking with that 10% auction house tax, which is great. What I will also do, let me just scan through chat real quick, actually. Yeah, 10% tax, so we've seen that. So that's your fee for selling, which is fine. Can we sell multiple things at a time? No. That is something that I've requested, though. That would be nice, kind of like in Madden. So let's go back to sell. So you'll see that if I click on LeBron and put a price in, 100 coins and 101 coins, I can hit post-auction. But if I put in a second player, it still comes up with the not auctionable button being grayed out. So we can't sell multiple things at once. Go to Showdown. I can go to the Showdown screen, but unfortunately, I don't think there's anyone else on at the moment. Unless D Hitman wants to get on, I'm not sure. I'll hit find opponent and we'll just see if anything comes up. I doubt it will, but you never know. You can see that it's top 100 rewards, and I think the Showdown season is going to be around a week when season kicks off. So that will be interesting to see how that goes. And then you can see on your left here, you've got a win bonus. So if you win with 3 players from your rookies program, you're getting 50% boost to fans and a 20% boost to XP. You can see your next promotional rewards. So this is pretty similar. Oh, I like the way you can skip through that, actually. I don't remember that being last season. Then you can click on your end of season rewards, and this shows just like it did in season 2. Yes, there is only one lineup at this point in time. That's a good question. But it looks like something else will be coming at around the time of tip-off. So definitely keep in line. Yeah, that would be fun, True Hawks. I'm not sure if he's still there. So D Hitman searching. All right, awesome. So I'll jump back to Showdown. We can get some live play for you guys in Showdown. So keep your eyes out. Around the time of tip-off, there should be something happening with lineups that will be exciting, that's for sure. I'm not really concerned with one lineup, especially at this point in time, because right now, no one has anything. We're all starting off with bronzes, so it's going to be too hard to max out multiple lineups at this point in time anyway. So just focusing on one lineup as the season launches, in my opinion, is perfect. That's the exact right number of lineups we should be focusing on at this point in time. Do you have to be a certain level to unlock the auction block? That's a good question. I don't know, because this is an EA account given to me. You can see that I'm already level 26, so I kind of skipped that. But I would imagine that if you're a veteran player returning from last season, you probably don't have to be that high of a level. But if you're a new account, you might have to reach a certain level. Bossma level 5, I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but oh yeah, there we go. So D Hitman's confirming that. Level 5 for the auction house. Hey, so we found a match. So we get to play D Hitman live on stream. This is fun. Let's have a look at his lineup. So it's going to be my Simmons versus his Curry. Oh, he's gone full Warriors. That's OP. It's my Jimmy Butler versus Klay Thompson. My LeBron James versus Kevin Durant. Let's have a look at those two. Oh, KD's got the better of the stats there, that's for sure. Then we jump back out, and it's my Kristaps Porzingis versus his Draymond Green, and my Joel Embiid versus his DeMarcus Cousins. Play. Oh, so it looks like the search didn't actually cost stamina, because it's now costing me stamina as I hit that play button. Well, good luck, D Hitman. It's a pretty even match. This should be fun. Let's see if we can get the W here. So what do we? Let's go to Butler with a little inside mid-range shot. Oh, step back. Is that a 3? Behind the line, and he splashes it. What a way to start. I wasn't actually going for the 3. I was just trying to create space for a long 2. But I will certainly take the 3 points, that's for sure. Now, you guys can see the yellow and green defensive ratings. Wow. Draymond just splashed that right in my face. Can Simmons get all the way? Curry can't stop Simmons. All the way in for the two-hand throwdown. That was very, very nice. So you can see that Simmons currently has a red guard icon when matched up with Curry. So it means that Curry does have the better offensive stats compared to Simmons' defensive stats in that matchup. But Butler, although Clay, what the heck is going on with the Warriors three-point shooting? That's crazy. Let's get inside with LeBron. Oh, don't lose that ball, LeBron. Spin move to get open all the way in. KD can't stop that. There's no way KD can stop that. Can we get that steal? Not quite. So we are a little bit overmatched when Simmons is defending Curry. We saw that Kristaps, when he switched out on him, had a yellow defense. Oh, he's going to hit that too. Oh, it rims out. We don't get the board. Come on, block that. Oh, contest it. Damn, Clay with the putback. So yeah, if you haven't already seen my gameplay mechanics video, post shot from Kristaps, oh yeah, then the red, yellow, and green defensive shields indicate the favorability of that defensive matchup essentially. So obviously you want to have a green, like here we get Butler on Clay is a green. Oh wow, Clay though, oh, absolutely on fire. Has D-Hitman's team missed yet? I don't think he has. Oh, we get in again. Curry cannot stop Simmons. So while Simmons might not have a great rating against Curry in terms of defense, it's also the same the other way around. Curry cannot stop Simmons. Oh, wow. Wow, who was out there hit the deck? Butler just fell down hard, but luckily Curry missed the dunk. Embiid all the way inside for the throwdown. 91% dunk chance there. I'm glad that didn't miss because Curry's basically uncontested dunk missed, which was good for me. Oh, Butler in the passing lane. Let's go all the way for the throwdown. Oh, who's that out off? Oh, that's out off me. Jimmy, what are you doing? That's disappointing. So what's the score? Up by 3, 30 seconds to go. We have to stop Clay. Clay has been absolutely burning us. Oh, and KD too. Yes, LeBron. Great defense. Get that, Butler. Can we throw the oop to Porzingis? How about we throw the oop to Embiid instead? That was weird. All right, LeBron with the cut and the easy finish at the basket. Great cut, LeBron. And a nice pass from Embiid to get it to him too, actually. So can we stop the final shot? Block that. Yes! Great block there by Kristaps, although D-Hitman will get the ball back with just enough time to fire off a shot. Oh no. Oh, it missed, luckily. So we end that one 15-10. Super curious to see how D-Hitman went. Everyone's used to having like high overall lineups from the end of season 2, so it definitely is a little bit trickier playing with 80 overall players, but still tons of fun. You just can't spam threes as much. That's what I've learnt. So 15-10. Has Ken finished his quarter yet? Ooh, we got the W, guys. That was close though. 2 points in it. Great game, Ken. That was fun. So I'm curious, Ken, who was the tough opponent for you? Like, how was the Curry versus Simmons matchup? Because you could see on stream that offensively, Curry just destroyed my Simmons and Clay was very hard to stop. I'm super curious to see or to hear who was tough on AI for you, D-Hitman. Welcome to the stream, Brian. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, that was fun. So there you go. That's your... Actually, I think one of the GCs already dropped some Showdown footage, but that is definitely some of the earliest Showdown footage you guys have seen this season. Very similar to what you're used to, which is good. There's not drastic changes, but those subtle gameplay changes, such as the shot indicator, like the range indicator, and that I really like the defensive icons too, which is really solid. All right, let's just finish skipping through the Showdown first-time user experience. The current Showdown season end date is not accurate because this is just early access. And once again, this is not my account. This is just an EA account. Anthony NG, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Yes, D-Hitman is Ken. All right, hang on. I just saw D-Hitman left a message. LeBron. Ooh, LeBron went off. His AI is solid. That doesn't surprise me. Thanks for that info, D-Hitman. Appreciate it. So LeBron cards, they're always solid on AI. That's been the case since the start of season 1. Highest overall card is a 94 overall. No, currently the highest overall is an 83. It's that Kevin Durant, the master Kevin Durant. Let's jump into the rookies campaign, show you guys that KD card. The card art looks awesome. I've said this already, but I really feel like this card art kind of looks like if you're a collector of basketball cards when you were younger, KD just been drafted to the Sonics, you rip a pack and you find a rookie KD card, you keep it in your collection, and then like 10 years later you come back and he's now a 2-time finals MVP, a 2-time championship winner, and you bust out your rookie KD card. It's aged a bit. That's exactly what this looks like. It looks like a basketball card that's 10 years old. I love it. We'll jump in and have a look at the secondary stats as well. Box out is no longer being shown. You can see on the right, third from the bottom, it's now contested shot, which is a little bit more in line with scoring with contact. I'm not 100% on this, but my interpretation of the difference between scoring with contact and contested shot, scoring with contact is more of an inside body against body type stat, whereas contested shot is when you're taking a jump shot that's well defended. If Brian's still here, maybe he can confirm that, but that seems to make sense just based on common NBA knowledge. Yes, so Brian just mentioned the version I'm playing is not the final version. That is absolutely the case. So there will be tweaks, changes, little fixes. There's potentially lots that will change between me playing this now and the live season being launched. So absolutely keep that in mind. And the other thing that I want to just let everyone know, because there was a little bit of confusion, and I should have mentioned this in my store video, I am on the Australian store, and therefore the exchange rates make it look like NBA Cash is more expensive. Good day, Harris. I see you in chat there. Welcome to the stream, mate. So this is not the US pricing for NBA Cash, and it's not the real money value. So that in the States should be 99 cents, I believe, for a pro pack. So that, just keep that in mind, that it's regional. It's not American pricing. I am in Australia. And for those of you that may be unsure, Brian in stream chat is absolutely the lead content designer on NBA Live Mobile. So anything he says is serious, is legit. He's been doing a great job interacting with the community. It's been super exciting getting to chat with him about next season. Harris, did I talk to EA about Pro Packs? As my role as a game changer, basically all of the community feedback you guys have gets forwarded on. Any of the concerns make their way back to EA. The catch with that, you have to keep in mind that I don't work for EA. I'm not sure what EA have planned for the season, so I absolutely pass your feedback on. Sometimes it just won't align with what EA are trying to do. But keep in mind that everything you're currently seeing in this early preview access is not what will necessarily make its way to the live edition of Season 3 when it launches very, very soon. So that's exciting. Potentially game drops tomorrow. Yeah, potentially it does, QDJ. I don't know exactly, but tomorrow would be absolutely awesome because I think pretty much everyone in this stream right now is super hyped for Season 3. I know I certainly am. I cannot wait. So the sooner it drops, the better. I'm going to jump into my team and I'm going to show you guys some of the elite cards that this account has, just so you guys can get an idea. I'm not 100% on this, but I believe that for these base elites, they will have multiple versions that might have a slightly different archetype and a slightly different gameplay style. Like you might have a playmaker Nikola Jokic that's balanced gameplay style, and then you might have a sharpshooter version that's a shooting gameplay style, but we will have to see if that's accurate in the live version. You can see that on the bottom left, you've got the gameplay style, which has changed a little bit from Season 2. So there's 3 now. There is, or at this point in time anyway, there's the familiar orange shield, which is defensive. The blue diamond is now shooting, and the green circle is the balanced gameplay style. And then above that on those cards, you've got their position, and then above that you have their archetype. Archetype is basically, it's a good indicator of a card's strengths. I'm not sure if more will be happening with Archetypes, but I love the fact that we can really easily build a lineup knowing exactly what a card's strength is based on an icon. And if you guys hadn't picked up on that video that I dropped, then there are 6 archetypes at this point in time. We've got Giannis, who's a slasher. Let me try and find them all if I can. We've got Bradley Beal, who I believe is a lockdown defender. That's correct. Then we have Devin Booker, who is a sharpshooter. So the icons are pretty spot on in what they tell you the player is. We've also got DeAndre Drummond, who's a rim protector. You see that there. We got 2 more. So we've got a playmaker here. Kyrie Irving is a playmaker. And we're looking for 1 more. And I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'm hoping that I will see the icon and it will trigger me. Someone might drop it in chat before I get to it, actually. What's the 6th archetype that I haven't mentioned yet? There is 1 more, and I cannot remember it. Maybe I don't have any players that have the 6th archetype just yet. We'll show you guys actually what that elite coach looks like too. I've got that Quinn Snyder. So he gives a really significant boost to fans in Showdown, which is really nice. KD should have a snake icon. That's pretty funny, Pine the Horse. I personally am completely fine with KD going to the Warriors to win rings. It wasn't against the NBA rules. So just trying to catch up on chat a little bit here. Andre Drummond should be a rebounder with no... Oh, I didn't see his stats there. Gold Steph Curry, yeah. So if I go back to my items, there's a couple of packs that you can purchase in store that have a unique art style that's an all Warriors starting 5. You can see like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, there's Clay, DeMarcus Cousins, and Draymond Green. And the ones with the red and blue, I can't remember the exact term, but it's basically NBA favorites. So James Harden, LeBron James, Kristaps Porzingis, Russell Westbrook, and Anthony Davis. So if you want to kickstart your lineups, then you can grab those sets of starting 5 players from the store. I actually quite like it. Like it's a pretty simple design, but I think it's quite effective. The yellow and blue for the Warriors specifically looks quite good. Do they have Steve Kerr? I haven't seen a Steve Kerr coach card at this point in time, but I absolutely imagine he'll be coming. That's for sure. I can't see any reason why all active coaches wouldn't have a card in the game. It's just a matter of when they arrive. Who wants to see some live events, some campaign events? Maybe Brian can confirm that challenges is the new terminology for events as well, so we don't have any confusion there. I believe that when you're playing an event in a campaign, that's a challenge. So that league achievement of winning 1,000 challenges as a league should be winning campaign events. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Brian. So challenges is the new term for events. So no confusion there. All of these are just events. You play through these, you're winning challenges. So let's jump in here. Archetype / gameplay. Iverson's past teammate, Andre Iguodala, is known for shutting down defenders. Let's learn about some brand new defensive mechanics. So this is great because this will give us an exact walkthrough of how defense now works. So we're going to jump in here and hit play. Wait for it to load up and it'll give us a little intro about what we're about to do. Make sure not to click through these too fast. Ooh, I think I just lost my net for a split second. We just got a subscriber too. I didn't see who that was, but thanks for subbing to the channel. I appreciate that. Let's jump back into the game. Hopefully, I know at the end of season 2, I had a little bit of an issue getting in. Oh no, we're fine here. Okay. It was just a weird little glitch. So let's jump back into the Academy campaign and load up that event again. And so as I was saying, make sure you guys don't click through these too quickly because you want to make sure to read that little intro text so you know exactly what's going on, gather as much information about changes. So don't let your opponent score in this defensive challenge. All right, that's easy. So Iggy is a lockdown defender. When you hold down the guard button, a defensive matchup icon is displayed. When the icon is green, you are more likely to shut down your opponent. So we currently have Iverson, who is green compared to Graham. And we can use the thumbstick to... Oh, let's switch to Embiid. He's also green, so we have a great defensive matchup. Back to Iverson. Can we block that? Ooh, not quite. Iverson's a little bit too short, but I'm hoping we've contested that shot enough. We do. And Joel Embiid gets the board. So we've passed that challenge. We didn't let our opponents score, which is great. Tekon, I agree. Absolutely. This game does look nice. We have another new subscription. I'm not going to try and pronounce that because I'm probably going to butcher it, but thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. What devices are NBA Live Mobile 19 compatible with? That's a very good question. I think that everything, this isn't accurate. Like, I don't know this for sure, but my gut says that everything that worked with Season 2 will also work with Season 3. Unlike Madden Overdrive, where there's been a massive graphics engine overhaul and it's kind of limited the accessibility of some older devices, I believe that Season 3 should work on everything that Season 2 worked on, which is great. What time does NBA Live 19 come out? That is the million-dollar question. Unfortunately, we don't know. We have to wait on both the Apple and Google Play stores. Once they get access from EA, then it just depends on how long it takes them. So yeah, we just don't really know. All right, so legacy lineups this year as well. Yeah, let's jump in and show you guys some. We jump back to the campaigns. I'm just going to turn off my under the desk heater real quick because it's getting quite hot in here. Hold on a second. We are actually in winter in Australia. All right, so what are we looking for here? Legacy, Season 2. So if you are a veteran player that's played in Season 2, there is definitely more to do in Luke Bridges. Thanks for the subscription. You get that Nick Young celebration. I love Nick Young celebrations in the NBA. They're so good. So there's two elements to this legacy content. We'll start here with the rookie's head start. I'm going to hit that little information icon. As a veteran, you have access to the Legacy campaign. Use your teams from last season to get players for this season. Check back daily for NBA and Classic games. So number one, you get to use both your NBA and Classic. We're going to have another sub. I may have to turn that off if we're just going to be getting subs all the time. Thank you for the sub, though. Definitely appreciated. So you can see here we have a little chain of challenges. Let's try and work through the new terminology, get that into my system so I'm used to saying it. A chain of challenges here that, and the icons show you exactly what you're getting. So the first three give you 2 bronze rookies tokens, which are used in rookies upgrade sets. Then you're getting silver players. The final reward gives you 2 silver players. So you're getting content you would not otherwise be getting if you didn't play in Season 2, which is awesome. And then we've also got the sort of more typical legacy content. So you've got these Blitz events on the left here. You've got the NBA Legacy Blitz and the Classic Legacy Blitz. So I believe that they'll be refreshed daily. So you'll always have a new event to play. King Bing Cash, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. And then you've got another set of challenge chains. I'm not sure if chain is the correct term, but it's a term that I'm going with. So we can jump into this. Let's go into conference semifinals. So this talks a little bit about how the Warriors got 35 assists as a team in the final game of the conference semifinals. And in this event, we'll be using our legacy NBA lineup to get at least 3 assists against the Pelicans. So let's jump in and do that. You can see the legacy account that this account is linked to is a Suns account. Alfred Payton, Devin Booker, Josh Jackson, Marquise Chris, and Tyson Chandler. So let's jump in and play this. Probably try. Oh, another Zemma Hawkins. Appreciate the sub. Thank you for the support. Let's try and use Booker. Oh, completely mistimed that tip off. I was not paying attention. So we're just trying to get 3 assists. We've got 2 minutes to do that. That shouldn't be too hard. The strategy I like to use when getting assists is to pass to one of the big men cutting into the lane, because I feel like there's more likelihood of them making the shot at the rim. So let's get the board or a stop first. All right, that didn't happen, but we have possession of the ball now. So what I'm going to try and do, get Jackson cutting to the rim. Oh, did not pass to the correct person, but Marquise Chris was in close enough that we got that to go anyway. So we're 1 of 3 assists. Still got a minute and a half to go. Get that. Come on, Booker. Play some D. Block that. Ooh, a little bit late, but we do get the board. So let's get it to Jackson. And what do we got? We got Chris cutting, and this is an easy layup. So you can see there, that's a very easy way of getting assists, a pretty reliable way. If you do struggle with the assist challenges, you just have to wait for someone to cut to the ring. And, oh, nice steal from Booker. So we're going to get it once again to, this is Alfred Payton, same thing. Cutting to the basket. We got those 3 assists. Now we just have to make sure we win the game. We are up 83-74, so that shouldn't be a problem. And you can see that when I hold that guard icon, we're getting those green shield icons. We had a little yellow there, which means that it was more of an even match. So my interpretation of it is red means you are outmatched. Yellow is basically an offensive plus defensive tie, so to speak, like an even match. And then green means you have the upper hand in terms of the offense versus defense. So you're more likely to get a steal, I guess, if it's a green shield. And keep in mind, you can use that thumbstick to... Oh, great block by Booker. We don't get the loose ball though, do we? Oh, we finally do. That was intense. Keep in mind, you can adjust the distance at which you guard by moving the thumbstick while you are holding the guard button. I'll try and give you guys an example of that. It's a little bit more control than you had last season. So who was that we had? I think that was Marquise Chris. I'm not 100%, but he had a yellow shield icon, so it was more of an even offensive-defensive matchup. Jackson all the way in. Ooh, a little leaner, and he rims it out. That was a nice animation. I like that. 5 seconds left. Can we get a stop? Probably not if we leave. Oh, wide open shooter. Full court, full court. I don't think it'll count if it goes, and it didn't go anyway. So that is one of the live events that you are familiar with. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, I've been dropping a lot of other early preview content that's not quite YouTube worthy, or it's just like screenshots or super quick videos. I've actually dropped a little bit of a sneak peek of 2 live events you haven't seen before. So make sure to check out my Instagram. I'm going to drop the link to that in the chat. Nightbot should do that for me. You can always get those links by typing an exclamation mark and then the name of the social service, as I've just done there. Pine the Horse, that's how you get the Discord link. Nice work. Ryan, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. So there we go. There's the Instagram link. So make sure to check that out. Lots of other preview content that hasn't made its way to YouTube, that is for sure. Let's hit continue. Let's check in on what else does chat want to see? The suicide drill. Yeah, I really enjoy the suicide drill, true, because it's an absolute throwback to like playing basketball as a kid. We would always have to run suicides to warm up. And if someone did something wrong, you might have to run team suicides. I hated them at the time, but having them in the game as sort of a throwback live event, I really enjoy. I'm not sure which of the NBA Today challenges it is, although these might still be called live events, actually. Coin collector. Let's just replay some of these and see if we can find one of the, or find the Suicides live event. Well, this is not. This is just going around and collecting coins, which makes sense because this is a coin-specific live event. Do you guys remember quick sells from season 1? Quick sells are back. Unfortunately, I've already done this, so I'm not going to get the reward again. But when you do it for the first time, you do. Actually, let's jump back to that. Did it say how much? So you have a chance of winning a quick sale worth 100,000 coins. I believe mine was 500 coins, which is probably going to be the average. It's going to be very rare that you would win that quick sale worth 100K, but obviously that's going to be pretty nice if you do win it. Yes, Ball Bros, quick sales are back. I'm hyped about that. I love quick sales in season 1. They're not a big thing. It's just fun. It's just fun testing your luck out. So I enjoy that. Stamina boost. We've already done this too, but I'll just show you this live event. Ezra Wade, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. So this is the stamina picnic. Score from all the picnic items to boost your stamina. So let's start off with a hamburger. This is definitely making me feel hungry. I think it's hilarious that there's little things like this added to the game. It just makes these live events just that little bit more cheeky, a little bit more fun. Because they can be a little bit dry when it just says shoot. But adding like picnic names to them definitely put a grin on my face the first time I saw it. And I just enjoy that. little additions to the game like that make the overall experience much nicer. This is our final spot. Splash that from water. And if that was our first time, we would have then earned 50 stamina, but I have already done that. We've also got half-court challenges, these jackpot challenges. So it's a guaranteed 1.5k coins if you hit that half-court shot. Very similar to, or it's the exact same event actually as to the 100 stamina certified event from Season 2. So once this loads, hopefully, seems to have just crashed. All right, I'm just going to kickstart the app. We'll jump back into that. I'm not sure what happened there, but keep in mind, as I have said earlier, for those of you that weren't watching at the start of the stream, this is early preview access. Thank you, EA, for granting me the access so I can share this with you guys. But everything that you see will not necessarily be the same way in the live version of the app, which hopefully launches tomorrow. Fingers crossed on that. So just keep in mind, welcome to the stream, Buckeye. While we're jumping back in here, I'm just going to take a quick sip of water, so I'll be back in a second. I'm still getting used to this talking nonstop on stream thing. It's stretching my vocal cords, that's for sure, but I'm absolutely enjoying getting to interact with all you guys in this way. And I have, my webcam has arrived. For those that, I think we were talking about it in my very first stream. My old webcam just wasn't going to be up to par, but my new webcam has arrived. I've just got to sort out the lighting situation. The room that I'm set up in kind of has awkward side lighting. I don't want to use the monitor as lighting because that's not very reliable. So I'm going to figure out like a proper key light, fill light situation. So I want to make sure that that is up to scratch before I get that kicked off. 82 at launch. I assume that's related to the Joel Embiid Mobile Master. So while we're on that topic, let's jump back into campaigns and talk a little bit about, so you earn Joel Embiid by completing the NBA Live Academy. So I would definitely, in terms of what to do, Daryl Savage Mystic, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. In terms of prioritizing at the start of Season 3, NBA Live Academy would be very high up there in my mind because you earn a free upgradable player in this Mobile Master. I keep wanting to say Mobile Madness from the program last year. This Mobile Master, Joel Embiid. This is what he looks like here. He is a level 1 rim protector, but he is upgradable via his own campaign, which if we scroll across here, there are essentially 7 achievements. I've been calling them milestones, which you work towards. So if I was to reach level 10 and I had unlocked Joel Embiid, which I haven't, it would then unlock this live event. I would be able to play that live event. The reward would be a training token. You then can level up that Joel Embiid. So currently you're looking at reaching level 10 for the first level, logging in for 2 weeks straight for the second level, achieving a 77 overall lineup, winning 1,000 challenges, as Brian confirmed earlier, that is events, campaign events, completing 100 sets. I am curious to know whether sets can duplicate in that particular one, whether you could do the one set 100 times or it has to be 100 unique sets. That will be interesting to find out. Achieving an 80 overall lineup, and then finally completing the Get Loose live event 75 times in the NBA Today tab. So you can upgrade your Master Embiid up to an 82 overall from the get-go, grinding through those challenge achievements. But as Brian has confirmed, there will be additional achievements added later on in the game. We just got to keep the overall curve consistent throughout the whole season. We don't want to... I guess this is kind of what happened in Season 2, actually. Kenneth Galora, thanks for the sub. Much appreciated. In Season 2, Ben Simmons and Allen Iverson were the Fire and Ice Masters, and they both had abilities, buzzer beaters for the NBA lineup and clutch for the classic lineup. And there were players at the end of the season, like that was one of the first programs at the end of the season still using those players because they were so much better than anything else. Hung Nguyen, what's up? Thanks for checking into the stream. So Brian and the team are just being super conscious of the way the season pans out, making sure that everything aligns to a nice overall curve. Nothing is too game-breaking too early in the season, if that makes sense. So that's why base elites are 80 overall at the moment. The max program master you can get is an 83. Embiid can only be leveled to an 82 at this point in time. And to sort of use that as a segue, training has been Rodeshel Destine. I hope I'm not butchering that. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Oh, I just saw in chat, next Thursday we have a whole new campaign coming for you. I think you guys need to spam the hype symbol. Or is there a hype symbol? What's the hype symbol? If you guys can come up with a hype emoji, spam that in chat. Otherwise, just spam the word hype because that is super hype. Brian is not a game changer, Moldy Lotion. Brian is the lead content designer for NBA Live Mobile. So he definitely knows a little bit about when new campaigns may or may not be coming out. So to go back to where I was, we'll jump into my team. Training has been removed apart from special players such as Mobile Master Embiid. I am super pumped that training is no longer in the game because it was super expensive. You couldn't sell players. It kind of put you in this awkward position where you're like, do I train this player knowing I'll be stuck with them? Do I not train them and then have a lower rating? You just don't have to, you don't have to force yourself to make that difficult decision anymore. The players that are trainable like that Mobile Master Embiid are not auctionable at this point in time. And everyone else, when you finish with them, you can sell them on the auction house, which is awesome. King Bing Cash, what about the auction house? The auction house is the same as the end of season 2 to 10% tax, which is great. So there's no issues there. So I think most of the hype emojis people are spamming. What have we got? We got goat emoji, fire emoji, lightning. I like that. The spade emoji. That's interesting. A volcano. Actually, I really like the volcano emoji. I think let's use the. So who was that? Who posted that volcano? That was King Bing Cash. That's now going to be known as the 4K Tosh hype emoji. Well done. I like that. That was a great choice. So the volcano emoji is now it's the in joke. So if you're a follower, if you watch my streams and I say hype, you guys will know to spam the volcano emoji. 4K Tosh, can you hit me up with mod, please? I do NBA Live Stuff Mobile with 48k subs. I'm not really in the I use mod to actually keep chat clean. So if I get to a point where the current mods aren't doing enough or there are no mods in chat, I will definitely add new mods, but I don't need that at this point in time. There we go, getting some volcano hype emojis. Very nice, Jacob, Model Gaming. Can you guys all give a big thank you to Brian for stopping by the stream and answering some of the questions live as well? That is fantastic of him to spend his time doing that. Yeah, Wilson, you're doing a great job. Thanks, mate. Yes, volcano emojis. All right, so let's jump in here. I'm going to jump into a season game, but you guys get to decide the lineup. So we'll start. We won't worry about the bench, but who do you guys want to see as the starting point guard? If there is a clear winner as a starting point guard, I will add them in as our PG. So let me know who you guys want to see as our starting point guard. Westbrook is the first name I see. Start Ben. We did just see Ben. Hey, Lauren, welcome to the chat. Can you guys also give a congrats to Lauren? She's the newest NBA Live Mobile game changer. We got Kyrie, Curry. I see a couple of Kyries. Dame Dollar, Kyrie. All right, I think Kyrie has won that. It was either going to be Kyrie or Russ probably, but we're going to chuck Kyrie in there. We'll put Russ on the bench. How about that? And then we'll chuck Kyrie as our starting point guard. So same thing with shooting guard. Who do you guys want to see as our shooting guard? Ben can't shoot. Choose Kyrie. Yeah, well, I've done it. I've locked in Kyrie. So who do you guys want to see as our shooting guard? Man, Ben is getting some love now. I don't have the Trae Young Elite, unfortunately, so I can't chuck him in, Boss Ma. But we'll move. Oh, Clay, yes, that's a good call. Let's chuck Clay in there. There he is. So Clay is our starting shooting guard. Devin Booker was also a popular choice. We'll chuck Devin Booker on the bench. just as a token of appreciation. It's not going to do much, but there he is anyway. Moving on to small forward. Who do you guys want to see as our small forward? Ben Simmons! My voice broke trying to read that. Donnie is, sorry, no, we've already moved on. Paul George is our first. LeBrick James, LeBron, Jason Tatum. Yes, that's a popular one. We do have a Tatum card, I believe, or is he on the bench? Tatum might be a shooting guard. I can't remember. So LeBron, Gordon Hayward, LeBron, Durant. I think LeBron wins that one, so we're gonna keep LeBron there. That is a clear. That's the Luke Babbitt. I don't think I have a Luke Babbitt card. So we'll move on to the power forward position. Who do you guys want to see as our starting power forward? The Brick. PG-13, yeah. I do like playing with Paul George cards, actually. They are a lot of fun. So Anthony Davis, AD. We've definitely got a lot of love for Davis. John Collins, as a Hawks fan, I'm not surprised. Porzingis, Dre. Davis is the overwhelming favourite there, so we'll chuck AD in. Where is he? Was he on my bench or do I not have him? Oh, he might be a centre, actually. It's possible that Davis is a centre at this point in time. He is. He is a centre, so it won't be Davis. So let me check back in. Who do we want? Porzingis, Kevin Love, Larry Markkinen. As a Chicago fan, Lauren, I'm not surprised. Porzingis from the Knicks fan, Wilson. Kevin Love. So it can't be Davis. Boogie for centre. That's a good option, but we'll get to that. Blake Griffin. I don't think Giannis is a power forward. Kevin Love. All right, we're going to chuck in Kevin Love. I saw enough Kevin Love cards there. We'll chuck him in. Represent the Cavs now that LeBron's left. So we'll move our way across to the center position. I did see a Boogie Cousins there earlier. Kwame Brown. That would be nice. Dwight Howard, John Collins. Who else we got? Kuzma was a power forward, but we're on to center now. Jarrett Allen, Cat. So there's no clear favorite here yet. So Davis, Towns, Cousins. Probably between Towns and Cousins at this stage. AD, Gobert, that's a good option. Embiid. All right. I think we're going with Towns. I think we're going to give it to Towns. So chuck Towns in. And we'll get some season gameplay. So what do we got? We've got Kyrie Irving representing Boston, Klay Thompson of the Warriors, LeBron James of the LA Lakers, Kevin Love, Cleveland Cavs, and for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns. Let's jump into season just down here. And we'll try and get some impressive highlights with each and every one of these starting five. Hit resume here. All right, so, this is going to be interesting. The way seasons works, and I completely zoned out on this, is that it kind of remembers the lineup you saved and exited with. So we're just going to have to race through the end of this season game as quickly as possible. Let's hit that corner three with Curry before we'll even get to see those starting five, because I can't just forfeit this season game, I don't think. Maybe in the third or fourth quarter I can. I definitely can't at this stage. Oh, is that going to hit? Get that board. All right, get it to Curry. Let's try and get some inside. Post shot with Chris Dapps. I think that was just a layup. There it is, 96% layup. We'll take that. Some gold budget beast. Yeah, all right, so that's another idea. Wilson, I can exit out of this quarter as I'm completely not watching what I'm doing in the game, but it will always bring me back to resume this season game. So I won't actually be able to show those starting five until I finish this season game. So we just have... where'd the defender go? Can we finish that? Not quite. LeBron with a huge rebound, though, and it rolls around. Couldn't actually see that because of the notification overlay there, but we did get that to drop. Exit out of the game and end this quarter. Yeah, I can't end the quarter. There's no way to end the quarter, though, so I can only save and exit at that exact point or continue. So I think that this lineup will actually be locked in till the end of let's hit save and exit there. So we're at halftime. I'm going to jump back to my team. Let's check this achievement out. Make 50 dunks all up in any game mode. I love that new achievement animation, actually. That's another subtle addition to the game. That's really nice. Let's jump back to my team. I saw someone in chat mention budget gold players. So because everyone is starting out again, knowing some solid gold players to start with is definitely wise. So I don't have heaps to go through at this point in time. Ignore the ones with the stripes because they're only store purchasable. Although they do look like they're auctionable. So you might be able to pick them up from the auction house. Let's see if we can post one actually. So let's hit post. Can we give this a starting price? We're going to sell Steph Curry. Post auction, we can. There we go. So Steph Curry is now listed on the auction house. We can just go through the golds this way actually. So I don't have heaps, but Nikola Mirotic, actually we will have to go back to my team if we want to see their stats. So bear with me just a second. So let's scroll down to Nikola Mirotic. This is 79s are basically elites at this point in time. They're only one overall below an elite. So if you're not worried about the color of your card, using 78 or 79 overall golds is a really solid way to build a budget beast lineup. If we click on him, here's his stats here. So it's nothing incredible. His rebounding is pretty solid though. Like that's not that far off the Mobile Master Embiid stats. Obviously, for your center, everyone at this point in time really should just be using that Mobile Master Embiid. It's a free player you can upgrade, so that's your center sorted. But for the other 4 starting positions, you definitely start off with some budget beasts. Who we got here? Evan Fournier. 74 3-point shot is not bad. These are golds, remember, so their stats are definitely not groundbreaking. Brandon Ingram, he's always been pretty solid as a gold. He's a small forward. Yeah, that's pretty solid all-around stats. Lots of stats in the 70s there for a gold. He's got a nice bit of height for a small forward as well, which I like. Jeremy Lin cards have always had pretty solid AI. What do we got there? 76 mid-range shot. That's not horrible. 75 dribbling, 75 passing accuracy. I probably don't have enough access to gold players at this point in time to give you guys a good breakdown. Keep in mind there will be rookies golds. Let's jump across to the store and bust open some of those rookies packs. And you guys will get a good example of some of the rookie gold players from the rookies program that you'll be able to add to your lineup. And you'll probably want to do that because they will give you the Showdown boost. If you're using 3 rookies players in your lineup, you get that Showdown boost. I think it was a 50% fan boost. So that definitely makes the grind easier. So who do we get here? We get Robert Williams III. And our other is Moritz Wagner. He had a pretty good final game in... CT just subscribed. Get that sweet LeBron gif. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Let's buy that again. Will there be rookie promo coin packs? There are coin packs, and I'll scroll across to those in a second. The coin packs are for the lottery balls, which you need to complete the upgrade sets. So you'll definitely need to grab some of those coin packs if you're interested in completing any of the elites and or Master Durant. I'll scroll across to show you guys those now. So I think the silver and gold player sets require the silver balls, and then the gold jersey set requires the gold balls, and some of the like the coach requires the gold balls. We can jump across to the sets and confirm. If you're buying gold balls, it's definitely more efficient to wait for this lottery blowout pack because you have a 40% chance of additional balls. So if you were to buy 10 of them individually, it's going to cost you $70K. If you just buy the $70K pack, you have a massive chance of getting bonus free lottery balls. So definitely do that. Open the free pack, says True. But if I don't open my bonus pack, it'll keep you triggered, and that's kind of fun too. But no, I'll jump in and I'll claim that. So this is, I believe it's 6 bronze tokens and a bronze player. There we go. 5 bronze rookies tokens and a bronze player. That is claimable every 4 hours. So we will now see a timer on that. That's counting down 4 hours time. So just make sure you're checking in every 4 hours to get that free content for sure. And if we jump across to sets, I can show you exactly what set requires what. So you can see it from the icons here. The silver rookie player requires 3 bronze rookies tokens that you earn from the live events and from that bonus pack, plus 1 silver lottery ball. The gold player requires 12 of the silver rookies players and 5 silver lottery balls. And then the gold jersey requires 5 gold rookies players and 3 gold lottery balls. You don't need lottery balls for the elites, but you do need them for Master Durant. You need 100 lottery balls plus the 3 elites to complete that Durant card. And then you also have these alternate routes of getting jerseys. You can trade in an elite player and or coach and 10 gold lottery balls for 3 gold or better jerseys. You can trade in 3 jerseys that you don't need, plus 2 gold lottery balls to get a reroll chance at a jersey that you might need. And finally, you can unlock rookies coaches using gold rookies players and 3 lottery balls there. What was that message we had in game? I did not see that. Oh, wow. That auction expired quickly. So obviously that won't be the case in the real game. This is, once again, this is just an early access, early preview access. So things that you see here may change by the time that it gets to the live release. Fingers crossed that is tomorrow. Ultimate Buckeye, everyone smash that like button. Much appreciated. How many likes are we on currently? Can we see that from Stream Command? I'm not actually sure. But let's definitely smash that like button for this early Season 3 preview. Thank you, EA. Thanks to the Game Changers program for allowing me to bring this early access to all of you guys. I definitely appreciate the fact that I can share this with all of you prior to the game being launched. Super exciting. Let's spam that hype emoji again. I want to get that hype emoji happening in chat. Let's hit that. Will there be peer-to-peer mode or no? Showdown is essentially peer-to-peer mode, Harris. You're playing against an opponent and both of you have to play within 10 minutes. I know it's not live peer-to-peer, but it definitely is the equivalent. And given it's a mobile device, I'm not that bothered by it because it can be a little bit tricky getting live gameplay against someone else on a mobile. It depends on their connection and all sorts of other things. I personally think that the way that Showdown is currently set up is really solid. There we go. I'm seeing some of those hype emojis. Good work, chat. Nice. Beast Slayer, you get that Al Horford gif. Thank you for that sub. Much appreciated, guys. My goal originally was to get to 5K subs at the end of September. I think we're going to smash that goal, and that is all thanks to you guys, so much appreciated. Thanks, EA. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Mark Price. There are definitely others behind the scenes that all get heaps of thanks as well. Yeah, this isn't possible without them, that's for sure. QJB, Buck, and D Hitman all said September 5th. It also says that on the EA website. So, Dennis, I believe that is accurate. We just don't know what time, but keep in mind that that's KJGYT. Thank you for the sub. That was a little bit hard to say. Keep in mind the time isn't locked in, but yeah, fingers crossed, September 5th is when we will get that. Get the live game. See, game on Trump. Thank you. We're going to smash this 5K sub goal. Thank you guys so much. Let's jump back into seasons. I'm just going to autoplay through the second half of this game so we can finally get back in and use the starting 5 that chat determined. And while I'm autoplaying through this, I'm just going to confirm that it is still, it's still Curry. So we're just going to autoplay that. Christian, thank you for the sub. You guys are awesome. King Bing Cash, you did create the volcano trend. Absolutely. You are the origin of the volcano hype emoji. I love it. It's so good. For Katosh, do you think the game will drop at midnight tonight? I have no idea. Really no idea at all. I'll be checking in. If you guys want to know when it drops, I would recommend following basically any NBA Live mobile content creator you can on YouTube. Guys like Buckeye, he's obviously a massive one. Myself, if you haven't already. Brian's, maybe we can drop, what I'll do is I'm going to grab Brian's Twitter give me a second to find Brian's Twitter because he's another great one to follow for heaps of early information on the game. So let me copy that address. So I'm just going to drop, that's Brian's Twitter address. So make sure that you guys go and follow Brian. And another good way of finding out when the season drops is my Discord server. So if you're not already in my Discord server, I'm dropping that link in chat as well. Join up, and I'm sure that there will be chaos once Season 3 goes live, and you'll absolutely hear about it in that Discord server. So that's probably one of the best ways to find out about the launch. Ooh, I'm just watching my stream replay now, and that there was a Kristaps Porzingis block that happened a few seconds ago that was very nice. It's cool, kind of cool to see their AI by hitting autoplay. That is, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but when I get a new player, sometimes it can be interesting to just jump into a season game with that new player and hit autoplay and just see how their AI behaves, how it interacts with the other players in your team. It's just something that can be fun to do. So I definitely recommend you guys doing that when you get a new player you're super hyped about. It's worth knowing what they're like on AI, because you don't get to see that side of them, but you have the ability to in a season game just by hitting that autoplay button. And if you do it in the first or second quarter, it doesn't really matter. You're always going to be able to come back and win that showdown game, that season game anyway. He's lying, Trump. No one knows the release date. I'm not sure who that's in. Oh, Nitro Prod. It releases at 12 a.m. Eastern time. That is wishful thinking. There is absolutely no confirmation that is accurate. Definitely wishful thinking. Forkatosh, would you ever drop a podcast with Brian in the future? Yeah, absolutely. If that was something Brian and EA were open to, I would love to have a chat for sure. That is a great idea, and definitely something that I'll be open to. The AI last season was horrible. It's frustrating. The most frustrating part of the AI for me personally is when you contest a shot, it's clearly contested, and the AI splashes it anyway, and you get like a bench boost notification. That can be pretty frustrating. It feels like you've done a lot of hard work, and so, oh, there we go. Brian, I'd be open to a podcast, have to run it past our community folk first. Yeah, totally get that. But yeah, that's something we can chase up, chat. We'll follow up on that, and I have no idea if it will be possible, but if it is, I will be all over that for sure. Yeah, I agree, Lauren. A podcast with Brian would be totally awesome. If that was to happen, guys, I would let you know in my Discord, and I'd get a whole bunch of community questions. I wouldn't want that just to be about the questions that I have. Mr. Mobile, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. I want that to be all about the questions that the community has for Brian. Hi, Rhapsody, I have no soul. While not true, it can seem like that way sometimes. At the end of the day, EA is a business and they have to make money. This game doesn't exist if the company doesn't make money to pay for the developers, the designers, the managers, the beta testers, all of that. So it can be easy to forget that it is a business at the end of the day. It is what it is. That doesn't mean you have to pay. You can still certainly be a free-to-play player. I know that there's tons of free-to-play players. There's tons that spend heaps of money on the game, and there are lots in between. I'm one of the players that are in between myself. I personally, let's hit save and exit, and I'll show you guys the store. Although I don't know that I have any of the time-limited offers up in the store at the moment. But this season, the way that the packs are, so if we jump into this featured pack, for instance, the Pro Pack, you're also getting the equivalent amount of cash as well as getting the contents of a Pro Pack. So spending money definitely has more value this season. And when you are playing, keep an eye out for limited time offers. If you're interested in dropping small amounts of cash, they're the best way to do it because you'll be getting essentially double the value for what you would normally spend. So it just depends. If you're free to play, no problems. Just grind away and have fun with the game. Mamba Gang, thanks for the sub. If you want to spend a ton of money, that's fine too. I definitely spend money on the game. Not heaps, but I spend money because I personally feel like it's a form of entertainment and I'm fine with paying for entertainment. I personally use the movies. So if I was to go to the cinemas and watch a movie here in Australia, I was looking at about $20 for a ticket, and that's going to be about 2 hours of entertainment. So in terms of like high quality entertainment, I value that at about $10 an hour. Obviously, I'm not spending $10 an hour on NBA Live Mobile. I don't have that sort of disposable income, but that sort of is the view that I have in terms of spending money on mobile games, they're entertaining me for an entire year long. So I'm personally fine with spending a bit of cash here and there, but I totally get it if you're not. That's totally fine too. So let's look at the trophy room. I saw that in chat. Keep in mind, this is not my account. This is an account that I have been given access to by EA, and it's linked to like a dummy Season 2 account. So this is what you can currently see from Season 3. I have not done all this. This has just been completed on my behalf, so I have access to certain things to show you guys in the game. We can also look at Season 2. So that was the Suns franchise that we saw in one of those legacy events earlier in the stream. Season 2 franchise was an 80 overall, reached 50 level 50, I should say, 15 Showdown wins, so on and so forth. So you'll be able to get this really nice tally of what you did in Season 2 and what you've currently done in Season 3, which is awesome. If you have enough for $10 an hour, I want to be a friend. Yeah. If anyone knows someone with enough disposable income to spend that much every hour on a game, hook me up. Lonnie Walker should be in the game. I'm pretty sure Lonnie Walker will be in the game. All right, let's jump back to season. We've got one more quarter we're going to autoplay, and then we will finally be able to test out the starting 5 lineup that chat designed from memory. Who did we have? We had Kyrie Irving, we had Klay Thompson, we had LeBron James, Kevin Love, and was it Boogie Cousins? Who was our center? Was it Boogie? No, it was Cat. It was Karl Anthony Towns. That's right. So how much will I stream? That's a good question. I'm feeling pretty good right now. So at least another half an hour, maybe another hour. We'll see how we go. I kind of like the idea of around a 2-hour stream. I'm not sure that my voice can handle much more than that. And speaking of my voice, I'm just going to take a drink real quick. You should cut down movie time and spend some money on NBA Live Mobile. You should do whatever you enjoy the most. I find in life it's usually a balance, a mix of things, a variety that is most enjoyable. Will we be in our same league? Yes, King Bing Cash. You will certainly keep your league and your league mates. You will just have all league tournament progress reset. All the league achievements will be reset, but you will still remain in the same league. League name, league mates will all be the same. Why EA didn't give me rookie cards Durant or Embiid? They could have done. I didn't need them for the videos I was putting out, Muhammad. Some of the other game changes, I think iLogic's HD. I feel like there was at least one more that also had some of the rookies cards. I just can't remember who. Definitely had access to those. So if you want to see gameplay with those specific cards, make sure to check out all the other game changes videos. Sorry guys, I have the hiccups. I can't wait for NBA Live Mobile 19. I'm with you. I'm so stoked. I can't wait for it to drop. Oh, trying to talk through hiccups is not fun. Gameplay looks the same. Yeah, so in terms of animations and graphics, I don't think there's any differences, but I'm actually perfectly fine with that. It's a couple of reasons why. Number one, there are changes behind the scenes that I was more concerned about that have taken place. Bug fixes, subtle improvements to the way the game performs, and things such as your range indicator, which is really handy. The way that defense works this season, I really like that. And the other thing, although I agree that new animations and updated graphics would be nice, and my priority from those two would be new animations, the current animations are fine, and the current graphics for a mobile game are perfectly fine. The downside of upgrading graphics is you actually limit access to anyone on an older device. Battery performance decreases. So while I agree that like a fresh skin would be nice, I'm actually perfectly okay with the game looking the same way as it did last season. There's an old saying that goes, don't fix it if it ain't broke. And the look of the game isn't broke. So I'm good with developers focusing on fixing things that are broke or adding new content to the game outside of just updating the skin, so to speak. What else we got going on in chat? What if they revamp the game and name it NBA Overdrive? I'm not you got to go, Harris. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, mate, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm not a massive Madden fan. The only NFL I watch is a Super Bowl. Almost said Super Drive because I got Overdrive on the mind. The only NFL that I watch during the season pretty much is a Super Bowl, maybe one or two other playoff games. But while I don't watch a lot, I do really enjoy the tactics and strategies behind the sport. And I did play the last season of Madden Mobile. I did get a little bit bored towards the end because the NBA live mobile game was getting way better at that stage, and I was sort of focusing on that and dropped off with Madden. I tried to get into Madden Overdrive, but it's just a little bit too much for me. The Overdrive component is like, you have to play that a lot to do well in other elements of the game. And because I'm not a massive NFL head, I couldn't really keep up. I didn't have enough time to think about the strategies on offense that I wanted to implement. So it was just a bit too hectic for me. But that's just me personally. I know that there are a ton of other people that love Madden Overdrive. So it's just depends on who you are. YRN Nimir, thank you for the sub. What's our current sub count? I should just check on that. So we're at I think we're at 4,650 before the stream. And we are at 4,783. Guys, we're going to smash that 5K sub goal before the end of September. This is awesome. I'm going to have to update that to 6K. This is so good. Thank you guys so much for the support. What models of NBA players look better than last season? I don't know, actually, if there are too many changes. I think Embiid has a haircut. I just looked down and we have finished that season game. So I believe Joel Embiid does have a haircut, which is nice. We win ourselves a bronze player. Who do we get this time around? I don't really care too much about bomb graphics as long as the gameplay is good. I'm fine. Splash King, I agree with you. That's my priority as well. Actually, no, let's just get straight stuck into this next season quarter. So we're finally at the point where we can test out the starting five that the chat came up with. So we've got Kyrie Irving as our PG, Klay Thompson as our shooting guard, LeBron James, Kevin Love, and Karl Anthony Towns as our front court. Let's hit play. Let's see how they perform. We'll try and get everyone involved in the action. We'll just try and take whatever is presented, not try and force anything. Cat with the tip. Klay, catch, shoot. Can he hit that? 20% release. Splash. Wow. I think Klay might have solid AI. If you guys were watching the stream earlier, I played D Hitman. I played a live Showdown match, and his Klay card just completely destroyed me. We ended up winning the Showdown game, but his Klay card was so good. Kyrie with the handles. Let's see if we can get some. Whoa, the reverse spin. Contested shot. Can we get that to drop? Oh, very nice. 39% likelihood he got it to go. We can't get the steal, but we do clearly have a favorable defensive matchup, which isn't surprising given that this is like the first season of seasons. The AI is just a bunch of bronze or silver players, I believe. So whoa, what was that spin from LeBron? Can we force our way inside? We'll take the mid-range. 22%. We haven't missed yet. This is nice. We've still got to score with Love and with Cat. Hand in the passing lane. We're going to get it to Love. Can we go all the way for the fast break dunk? Bang. Two-hand throwdown. I love that. So we're about to score with everyone in our starting five in the first minute of the game. If we can get the ball back real quick and get it to Cat. All right, it's not going to be the first 60 seconds. It's going to be basically on that. Don't hit that. Get that board. Thompson with the board. Towns. Let's go, Towns. Oh, look how quick he is. Another two-hand jam. Towns has got a burst of speed. That was very nice. Speed is one of the stats that I enjoy. My specific gameplay style, I really enjoy three-point shooting because I feel like once you have solid three-point shooters, then you just end up on average scoring more points. Let's get an alley-oop if we can. LeBron, go up there, mate. The angle of the pass was not good. So yeah, I'm a big fan of 3 points. I also like speed. I like getting down from one end of the court to the other quickly, being able to keep in front of a ball handler. I think speed comes in really handy. So having a fast center like Cat, that's very nice. So we still, that's got 6. I've not been paying attention. That's hit Clay, 20% corner, another money 3, Clay Thompson. I do enjoy Clay Thompson cards. I hope he gets a bit more love this season. He didn't get too much craziness at the end of last season. Come on, can we get one more score before the game ends? Let's block that. Ooh, I went too early on the block. Don't hit it. Ooh, it almost dropped. It does rattle out though. So there is the starting 5 that chat came up with. That's a pretty solid starting 5. I would be very happy if I could build that team at the start of Season 3. That is for sure. Would we get an elite player for playing season mode? I don't think we get an elite, no. If you were a vet, if you played in Season 2, and I think it's 110 tickets for an elite, for a guaranteed elite. Kiko, thanks for dropping by the stream. Yes, Stream Rewind will be up when it finishes processing, so you can definitely skip through that when you have time, but thank you for dropping by. So what I will do is what I'll get you guys to do, drop how many tickets you had at the end of Season 2. So drop in chat exactly how many tickets. And from memory, when I went through the Season 3 ticket spending screen, and I cannot remember what it was called, I was trying to, 110 tickets bought me an elite. Now, last season, it was 75 tickets for an elite, but you have to keep this in mind. Last season, you had 20 players to fill out your franchise. This season, at this point in time, you have 10 players to fill out your franchise. So that 110 tickets is giving you an elite. That's 10% of your lineup that instantly becomes an elite, whereas last season, it was only 5% of your lineup. So the actual rate, if you think about it, ticket to number of elites in your lineup is actually better this season. So I'm fine with it being 110 tickets for an elite, but also that may change. I'm not sure if that's the final number because it's just the early preview access that I'm providing this gameplay content with. So it's nothing that you're seeing here is necessarily locked in 100% solid for global release. Keep that in mind. But if you have 110 tickets, I think you'll be pretty safe getting an elite. Yeah, so unfortunately, there's no guaranteed time the game's going to drop, guys. That is the question that everyone wants answered, but no one knows the answer. It just depends on Apple and Google. How does the loading screen look like? I can quit the app. Let me just hit continue here real quick. Sorry, save and exit. I'll quit the app and I'll come back in and you guys can have a look at the loading screen. So here it is here. I'm not sure how quickly it'll skip through. It skipped through pretty quick. Essentially, it's just that graphic you've seen of Embiid and Iverson coming out of the red background. I think it looks awesome. The $1 million question. Yeah, that is the $1 million question. Yeah, Bucko, I'm hyped too. Let's drop that hype emoji again. Let's see how many of you remember what that hype emoji is. I'm so hyped for next season. I cannot wait. And I'm hoping that this early content that you guys get to see is absolutely building up the hype for you guys too. Why Iverson on the cover? Will he have a MasterCard? I have no idea. No idea at all, Tech On, but fingers crossed we get some Iverson content throughout the season. Remember, Brian did say that there will be some new content dropping very soon, so who knows what that will be. That will be awesome. Oh, okay, here we go. I've just seen a great question. How many quarters will we be able to play in League versus League since we've now got just one lineup? I don't actually know the answer to that. And here's all the volcanoes. Good work, guys. I don't know how many quarters we're playing in League versus League. I haven't had the chance to test that out. So that is something that we will have to wait till the launch and then we will all discover that together, which is fine. Yes, you do get to keep your cash. I wish I got to keep this 75K, but this is not my account. This is just an EA loaned account, so I won't get to keep all of the coins and cash I have there, unfortunately. That would be a nice kickstart to the season. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back into the NBA Live Academy, and I'm going to run through some more live events to give you guys an idea of exactly the sort of content that is in this specific campaign. and I've got to stop calling them events because they're challenges. The terminology is challenges. I got to wrap my head around that, which is, I think the term is fine. It's just that I'm so used to calling them events from the past 2 seasons. So what are we doing here? So we've been loaned the Master Embiid. And I actually didn't read the first screen, which I probably should have, but we'll read the first thing that pops up here when this loads. Defensive rebounds. Record 1 defensive rebound and win the game. So rim protector. When the ball is in the air, go for the rebound by pressing the block button. Rim protectors are identified by the icon shown above. Okay, so the block button is clearly the one above the guard button. So we've got to force up a missed shot to get the rebound. And then we've got to try and get that defensive board, which shouldn't be too tricky if they miss. There we go. And Embiid got that board for us. And now we've just got to win the game. Let's get it to, ooh, little pump fake. Irving with the post move from the elbow, basically. Oh, and Embiid with an offensive board. And he gets that put back to go. That was very nice. We've got 30 seconds left. Let's get that steal, Kyrie. Not to happen. Get that steal. Come on, hand in a cookie jar. Come away with a cookie. Block that. Ooh. Okay. Get that. Don't make it. There we go. Love skying for the board. Back to Irving. Can we get the alley-oop to Embiid? Ooh, he didn't finish it. He went up and got it, but he just wasn't in a finishable position, I guess. But we do get the layup to drop, and the quarter is about to end. Can we finish with a block? Nope. Spin move got him wide open, whoever that was. We do complete that live event. So these live events... These challenges, guys, you got to correct me in the comments. Challenges. These challenges are a little bit more advanced than the basic tutorial, and they give you a little bit more information. Some things you may or may not be aware of, depending on exactly how much you have played the game before. And then obviously when you work your way through the entire campaign, you earn that free Mobile Master Joel Embiid. Okay, here we go. Andre Iguodala special. So I can jump to the store and I can show you guys this. Keep in mind that as I'm in Australia, the regional pricing is different, so it will be a little bit more expensive. So for those of you in the US, this should be showing up as 99 cents, and you're getting a gold Andre Iguodala card for $1, and you're also getting the equivalent in NBA cash. So it's double value, because normally it would just cost you $1 for 100 cash. If you can buy that, I'm not sure if you can actually buy that. No, it costs you, I think it's $2 in the US for 200 cash. So those What's Hot limited time deals are definitely the best value packs to purchase if you are planning on purchasing packs. Let's jump back into a campaign and jump into another challenge. And I remembered this time, so we'll work our way through the defensive. So this chain of 4 is talking about archetypes. So this time it looks like we're going to be using Iverson. So we can see this Iverson card here. You can see that he has the Academy icon below his team there. So that shows you the program that he's from. I'm not sure if this card is actually available outside of using him in these challenges though. So that will be an interesting one to see if we can actually somehow obtain this Iverson card outside of using them for this campaign. Okay, win and score from inside the target area. So we've got here historical highlight, drain the shot from the corner and win the game to earn your second Academy player. And that is something that I failed to mention. As you go through these challenges, you do earn, I think they're silver players. That is not the spot we're meant to be scoring from. Let's get the ball back and try that again. Will we have enough time? I might have to redo this live event. Will we have enough time? 15 seconds left. Come on, AI. Get that ball. Ooh, I thought he had that steal. Get it. Block that. Ooh. All right, we've got 2.6 seconds. So this is going to have to be a monster pass and then a sprint and then a shoot on the siren. Oh, was that in time and will it drop? It drops and it was in time. That was clutch. Iverson with a clutch 3 to win that event. That was awesome. Oh, I lost it. I guess it wasn't in time. It did come up saying maybe we didn't win because the opponent scored. That must have been it. The opponent must have scored and therefore we didn't win. Okay. I think we tied 101 all. So let's try that again. So we're going to start straight away by splashing that 3, and we're going to fade it right back so there's no way it can be blocked. Splash. I love the look of that. And let's try and get a stop here, because if they score, we're going to lose again unless... Okay, at least this time we have time to score again. And of course, we're going to be using Iverson. So we'll try and hold it for the final possession. See if we can get open. Oh, I love those dribble moves. Just double tapping. Let's back it up. That might be blocked. That may be contested. Can we hit that? Can Iverson clutch it out? And he does drop it. We just have to make sure that that long range does not drop. And it doesn't. So we should win this live event this time around. You want that 80 overall James Harden. Yeah, that would... Any of the 80 overall cards at this point in time would be tons of fun on your lineup. Yeah, Iverson is looking beastly. So we've completed another of our daily objectives, I think that is. Spend 200 stamina, so we earn ourselves 2 NBA cash and 250 coins. Might not seem like a lot, but when you're earning that on a daily basis, it does add up, which is very nice. You're able to earn NBA cash outside of buying it directly. We've earned ourselves a Rim Protector Thon Maker card there. So we've now unlocked the Playmaker chain of challenges. So it looks like James Harden's in that first one. James Harden's in that graphic. Looks like it all might be James Harden actually based on the graphics. And then once again, we will earn ourselves a silver player when completing that chain, which is very nice all the way through. And when you finish the final chain here, you get that Joel Embiid Mobile Master, 75 overall, levelable to 82 at this point in time. But, over 200 viewers. I have not been paying attention to Stream Command at all. True. Thank you. King Universe, thank you for the sub. That's awesome. Thanks for raising that, True. That's cool. This is by far my most popular stream. Thomas, thanks for the sub. This stream is crazy. Now, I want to check back in with Play Showdown. Jason, I can't play Showdown because there's not really anyone active on this version of the game. At the start of the stream, I was able to play D Hitman because he was in chat. So I appreciate the fact that he dropped by early. John Dutch, thank you for the sub. Enjoy that Westbrook gif there. I love the emotion. So I want to work through some chat questions. If anyone's curious about anything that I haven't highlighted yet that I might be able to answer, please let me know. Jason, please explain the Showdown system this season. That's a great question. So Showdown is essentially the same as last season with two main differences. The seasons are going to be shorter. Ignore this season timing because this is not the live version. I think the first season might be like a week and a half, but then once it gets settled, I think seasons are going to be a week long. And because they're shorter seasons, only the top 100 will earn players. And it looks like this is an overview of some of the players you might be able to earn by finishing the top 100. You got that Ray Allen, Ben Simmons, Patrick Ewing, Jimmy Butler, and Steve Francis. And in fact, there is a gameplay style icon that I have not seen there. The blue triangle, I'm speculating that that is a way of representing the shooting lineup, but for a classic player perhaps. But we won't know until we see that in game. So that's going to be interesting. Why are people on the leaderboard? I believe that these are test accounts. Just testing that. Let's look at the leaderboard. So we should have me and D Hitman on here. And if maybe some other game changes potentially. But it just, there's iLogic's HD. There's Mark Price's test account. There's a few other dev test accounts in here that I recognize. Some other game changes like QJB, Gator, Heat Lifer. Any other game changes I can see in here? No, most of these are EA test accounts or dev test accounts. It looks like you can see the previous season as well, which is nice. I'm not sure if that was in the current version. It might have been in season 2. Danger Last, thank you for the sub. All the love I'm getting from you guys is super appreciated. What else we got? Only one lineup. Yes, that is the point. That is the case at this point in time when you're only going to have blue. Okay, here we go. So we have an update from Brian. The blue triangle has been changed out. So that is just an old graphic. And I want to reiterate for those that haven't yet heard it, this is not the public version of the game. This is not necessarily what you will see when the game is launched. So keep that in mind. Anything and everything could potentially change. And I have no idea what will or will not be in the live version of the game when it launches, fingers crossed, tomorrow. Why is number one at 2 million fans? Tech on that would clearly be a test for the Showdown rewards, leveling up, going through each of the tiers and making sure the packs were working correctly. So that would be what that is. Who is Raid from Leaderboard? I imagine that's a dev test account, Mohammed. It's not a GC name that I recognize. What's in end of season rewards? That is a good question. We won't know at this stage. There is no way of knowing that until we're actually underway and the first season ends and someone has finished in Legend tier and can unlock that. Mega GKG John, he's standing right next to me. I relayed the message. I got to try and figure out who's standing next to you, Brian. What's the Brandon? That's funny. Yeah, so as Brian's confirmed, they're all devs. They're all testing that Showdown is working as required for the global launch, which is awesome. True Hawks, do Showdown packs still contain players? That's a very good question. Without knowing the answer, I'm fairly sure that they would. I'm not sure what level of players, what overall, but I'm pretty confident that those Showdown packs will still have players in them, true. So that's a great question, but we won't know until the live version is launched. Mega GKG John having to apologize. That's funny. There we go. True. So we have confirmation from Brian. Showdown packs do have players. So that is great news. Click end of season rewards. I will do that right now. So end of season rewards, and I'll scroll up to the top. And you can see, so let's work our way through. So the top 100 earn themselves an 80 overall elite by the looks of it. It's a little bit small on my phone, but I'm trying to figure it out. Then the top 75 earn themselves an 80 overall Showdown elite. The top 50 earn themselves an 80 overall Showdown elite with a fan boost by the looks of it. The top 25 earn an 80 to an 81 overall Showdown elite with a fan boost, and the top 10 earn themselves an 81 overall Showdown elite with a fan boost. And I imagine that those will be the selection we saw here on the right. Cards like that: Patrick Ewing, Jimmy Butler, Steve Francis. I'm not sure the ratings of Ben Simmons and Ray Allen, but it's possible that they're 81 overalls as well. There should be Showdown packs in the store. Let me check that, Brian. That's a good question. They may be rep only. If that's the case, I won't be able to buy them. So featured, what have we got here? Pro packs through there. We've got the rookie packs. Here's our regular pack, Showdown pack. So there absolutely is a Showdown pack, and we can see what's in it. I just won't be able to purchase it without rep. It is great, though, that there are more uses for rep this season. So 1 gold plus Showdown player, 1 silver plus player, and 1 bronze plus player. The probabilities, and this is based on the gold, I believe. So you have a 100% chance of pulling a gold, which we know, a 30% chance of pulling a 73 plus, and then a 5.4% chance of pulling a 75 plus overall player. What else we got in chat? Any other questions that I might have missed, guys? Just trying to scan through here. Do you get elites for free? You certainly get that Mobile Master Joel Embiid for free. All you have to do is grind through the NBA Live Academy, and I'll jump back to that campaign here. Finish all of these challenges, and the reward at the end is that Mobile Master Embiid. And when you work through his campaign, he is currently levelable to an 82 overall. So yes, you absolutely get free and levelable players in the Joel Embiid. You can also grind for rookies players by playing through the rookie campaign. And you can see an overview of that here. I have released a full breakdown of that. So I'm not going to get into too much detail now, because you can just go and check out that video on my YouTube. Basically a full overview of exactly what the rookies campaign consists of, what the entire program consists of. What else we have in platinums? Big sigh. There's no platinums at this point in time, but that's because the season will only be kicking off. So the current max player you can earn, if we jump back here, is that 83 overall Kevin Durant. But as the season continues, the overall curve will increase, and I assume that at some point in the later half of the season, platinum players will become available again. Can we look at objectives? Absolutely. So let's jump into objectives now. There are 3 different categories. We have the NBA Academy objectives. So by completing that, you will unlock all of these, earn yourself some free coins and some free cash, as well as 3 silver coaches. My assumption is that will be 1 coach of each gameplay style. The green circle is balanced. The orange shield is defensive and the blue diamond is shooting. You have daily objectives, very similar to Season 2. You work through those. If you complete all of those, you'll unlock 30 NBA cash each day plus some other rewards. And then you also have the weekly objectives. You get a Rookies Showdown pack. I'm looking forward to seeing what's in that. You get some NBA cash and some stamina there as well. So definitely make sure you're completing all of those objectives. They're certainly manageable. The one that is a little bit trickier is the league quarters. Just make sure you're in an active league. You will need to be playing tournaments to accomplish that particular objective. That is for sure. I just saw the graphics is fine. I absolutely agree with that. Big sigh, you gotta take off. Thank you for stopping by the stream. I really appreciate it, mate. And I'll catch you next time. Can you go over uniforms? A little bit hard to without sort of jumping into games against each team. I have seen that the Lakers there's a couple of game changes that have released gameplay footage with Lakers as their team, and they have an updated Lakers uniform, which is great. So I'm pretty confident that all of the teams in Season 3 will have their 2019 NBA season uniforms. Will there ever potentially be a camera angle change? There isn't, from what I've seen this season, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I think that the camera angle is great. I really like the side camera. I'm not a fan of some of the other camera angles that some other games have, such as the looking down the length of the court. I think that's a bit weird. Juan Esteban, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Do the Rockets have the black uniform? That's a good question. And each of the teams, like in Season 2, they have their home and away uniforms. So there are more than one uniform for each team, but I don't know. Embiid is part of the campaigns. That's correct. Are there any other sets beside rookies? That's a good question. I haven't really gone into sets. So there's the rookies set, which I've gone through in my rookies breakdown video. We've also got the front office. Now, this is really interesting. I'm not sure what this will look like in the global release. This might change a little bit, but currently it's an upgrade path. You can trade in bronzes to silvers, silvers to golds, increase the overall of the golds, and then finally you can earn yourself elites, 80 overall base elites by trading in gold players, which is awesome. There wasn't that option in Season 2. And then NBA Today, this is how you can earn yourself a pro pack. If we go to the NBA Today tab, we click on that panel, there is an event here called Get Loose, and I'm going to run this event. If you complete that 5 days in a row, you earn yourself 5 tokens to unlock a pro pack. And here we go. This is the event with the suicides drill. So what you have to do here, if you've run suicides in real life training for basketball, you know exactly what you have to do here. But if you haven't, I'll break it down. You have to run to the zone that you can see on my right, then run back to the baseline, then run to the next zone, which will be a little bit further, back to the baseline, run to the next zone, back to the baseline, all the way to the end, with the added catch of having to keep track of these avoid zones that are going to be moving up and down the court. So you really have to track their movement because you can't always see them. So we're going to kick off here. I'm going to use sprint because it is timed as well. And you're going to have to, as I said, track where those avoid zones are so you're not running into them. You do get 3 chances, but if you run into an avoid zone, that does reset that. We're going to run up above this avoid zone, then down back into the middle, and then I think we have to go back up again. There we go. We've got space there. We're going to hug the sideline all the way up, and we've got to go run back to the baseline one more time. I can't, there we go. So there's that zone, and we've got time to beat this zone. And now we should be home and free all the way to the end baseline. And that is our shuttle run complete. I actually really enjoy this live event. It's one of the live events that, for me personally, has a distinct memory element, or what's the term I'm looking for? It's nostalgic. It's actually a little bit nostalgic because I remember having to run suicides or shuttle runs, whatever you called them, back training for basketball. I didn't enjoy them like some. I know that there are people that are saying they hated them. I hated them too. It's good that you enjoyed them, Tech On. In real life, I hated them, but I love the event. It's a really fun event. So I'm glad that they're adding new events like that. Yeah, Buckeye. Suicide sucked. Obviously, they were good for fitness, stamina, but they sucked just having to run. And then if a teammate did something wrong and the whole team had to run suicides, it sucked. What else we got going on in chat? What time is the game dropping? I don't know. No one knows. That's the one question that I really can't answer because I just legitimately don't know. It depends on the Play stores, the Apple and Google Play stores. So hopefully, fingers crossed, sometime tomorrow. It is actually already the 5th here. So tomorrow for you guys will be like nighttime here. But Claire, we just don't know what time it is. So Claire, Jefferson, sorry guys, I can't share that information. Is this game going to come out on iOS or Android first? Once again, that's not an EA decision. That is an Apple and a Google decision, and they're made separately. So it just depends on Apple and Google. So there's no way of knowing. You did suicides for 21 days before basketball? That's crazy. That's a lot of suicides. What else we got? Show us the stats for the 3 rookie players. Good idea. So let's jump into the sets. And we'll start off with the Master Durant. So I'll click on him. There's his primary stats. 74 inside shooting, 72 defense, 72 playmaking, and he is a playmaker. That's his archetype. 81 outside shooting, 80 rebounding, and 77 athleticism. I'm not going to read through each of the secondary stats, but some of the more notable ones are clearly those that are in the 80s. He has an 83 mid-range shot, 83 scoring with contact, 82 passing accuracy, which is obviously a key stat for a playmaker. Now we'll work our way backwards. We'll hit previous. We'll check out DeAndre Ayton. So he's actually got pretty good stats for a center. He lines up favorably against that mobile master Embiid, although I'm not sure Embiid might be significantly better when he's leveled up. Yeah, I see that hype icon in chat again. I love it. So let's check out his secondary stats. The only stat in the 80s here is his dribbling. Oh, sorry, dunking. I was about to say, dunking makes a lot more sense than dribbling. So he's got 82 dribbling. We'll check out, I think the next one is Trae Young. No, Marvin Bagley III. Let's have a look here. Mainly primary stats in the 70s. Oh, there's the 6 archetype that I was unable to find earlier. It is the stretch big. So they're the 6 archetypes if you were watching earlier. From memory, we have a slasher, a sharpshooter, a playmaker, a stretch big, a rim protector, and a lockdown defender. I think I've remembered those 6 correctly. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Adriel, you started school today? Yeah, I think a lot of people are going back to school at the moment. Hopefully that goes well for you guys. Everyone that's going back to school, drop a comment in chat. Let me know how the first day is going if you're already there or if you're starting tomorrow. Let me know. What are the shooting stats based off? That is a very good question. Claire, I can't try Showdown. I was able to play Showdown earlier when D Hitman was in the chat. So when my live stream rewind goes up, towards the very start of it, if you'd like to, you can check out a Showdown game very similar to Showdown in Season 2. I'm your favorite YouTuber. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can show you guys the auction house. Let me just first click across to Trae Young and check out his stats, because I know true Hawks will freak out if I skip Trae Young as a Hawks fan. So he actually has some pretty solid 80 playmaking and 82 outside shooting. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. And then we check his view more.
83 passing, 83 dribbling, 82 mid-range, 79 three-point shot. That's pretty solid. This is a very nice card in terms of stats. So I think as a Hawks fan, you'd be pretty happy with that. That is sweet. All right, let's jump across to the auction house. There is nothing to show in here at the moment because this is not a live version of the game. It's just a test environment, but it is very similar. I think something that most of you will want to confirm is that there is still just a 10% auction house fee. It's not like 20% or even 35% that it was at one stage in season 2 towards the start of the season, which is great. What's the best rookie? I think the best rookie is definitely the Kevin Durant, but Trae Young looks pretty nice. Like some of those key stats are pretty solid. I didn't show Bagley's secondary stats. Ooh, I better get back there and do that. Let's jump back into sets. Marvin Bagley, and I'll flick across to his secondary stats. 81 defensive rebounding, 78 offensive rebounding. That's pretty good. You want solid rebounding from your power forward, so that's not bad at all. Did I miss anything else? Where is Luka Doncic? That's a good question. Keep in mind that there's lots of content still to come out. I know for a fact that there is a Jeff Green rookies card. I believe he's a shooting guard. He might be an 81 overall. He's in the Sonics uniform. It looks awesome. I think from memory, if you check out iLogic's HD gameplay, then he has a squad with full rookies, including that Jeff Green cards. There's definitely other content that will be out that I can't currently show you guys. I should do a 24-hour stream, Brian. My throat would not appreciate that. I've been at about an hour and 45. And speaking of throat, I am going to refresh it with some water. So just hold on a second, guys. Okay, so we've just been confirmed there is a Jeff Green rookies card, one of those limited time offers again. So make sure to check that out when he's in store. And if you played Madden Mobile last year, there were often limited time store offers that if you declined, they were gone for good. One of the things I like about this season is all of those offers appear in the store for at least 4 hours. I think most of them are like 24 hours. So if you accidentally skip through one of those limited time offers, you can always go back to the store, to the What's Hot tab, and you'll have a chance to... Oh, that's not the store, that's the auction house. You'll have a chance to figure out if you want to buy it, and it won't, like this one here, the Andre Iguodala special, we have 2 days to figure out whether we're going to pick up that special. So that's a really good addition that you're not just going to be forced to make a decision on the spot. You can go back and, if you miss it, you can go back and pick it up later. I really like that. All-Star chance, no school tomorrow. Lucky. That's very nice. What else we got in chat? Can I play some games with the Rockets? Possibly. We'll see if we get there. Are there going to be limited time cards you can pull in any pack? That I can't answer. We'll have to wait. Brian may be able to answer that, but other than that, we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the launch. I have a big question. If Ben Simmons or Westbrook were to shoot 42% from 3 this season, will the stats on the 3 ball go up? I'm sure all of you guys know that my one job as a game changer is to make sure that Ben Simmons cards have the highest possible 3-point rating. Mods, just make sure you're keeping an eye on chat. There's some inappropriate stuff there. I just hit up one comment. British Babe 70, you can get a shout out at Mike Roch. D Hitman pull promo players from Pro Packs. Did he really? I'm not sure if that's just because this is a test environment. I have no idea if that will be in the live version of the game. Is Kyrie's jersey number fixed? Well, let's jump back into a season game and you guys can tell me because we have Kyrie in our starting 5. So does he still have does he have a 2 or does he have an 11? That is the $1 million question. And keep in mind that the live might be a little bit different. So Irving has an 11. There we go. His number has been fixed. He has the 11 that he's meant to have. Let's get it back to Kyrie so I can clearly show you guys. There is a big 11 on his jersey. There it is. 11, no longer a 2. So yes, I think the answer to those questions is the jersey numbers and things like that have been fixed. Cat with a great rebound. Josh, you should give Ben Simmons an 85 three-pointer. Tech on, if it was up to me, Ben Simmons would have a 99 overall three-pointer. Klay Thompson, what a great read in the passing lane to knock that ball to his own advantage and take it all the way for the one-hand jam. That was a great play. Oh, Kyrie stumbling. Get that steal though. Uh-oh. Reggie Bullock with the uncontested layup. That's disappointing. I was a little bit out of position. Let's run that step back animation. It's one of my favorite animations in the game. A little bit late on the release. Not quite. We're just going to hit autoplay. Well, I'm going to check back in on chat. Do a kick out pass with Curry. Actually, that's a great idea. I do love that kick out pass. So let's try and get possession back and see if we can get a kick out pass happening. Kyrie with the board. So a kick out pass, you have to trigger an animation and then spam that pass button. And you just saw me do it then. Kyrie kicked it out to LeBron, who's going to hit that step back. Yes. Bang. Step back three. Great idea, Tech on. The kick out passes are fun. They don't always work, but I really enjoy doing them. It just looks cool. Yes, you did see a number 11. The number has been fixed. Pro Packs will drop program players. Woo! That is, Brian, do you know what that is? That is absolute fire. That is fire. Pro Packs will drop program players. That's so exciting. Cannot wait for that. No, Adriel, this is not my account. This is only a test account given to me from EA. So none of this content is mine and it won't carry over into the season launch, and not necessarily everything that you see will be the same in season launch as well, as this is just a test environment. Hence all the EA devs stacking up on Showdown, on the Showdown leaderboards. Model Gaming, I am hype as well. Let's spam that hype emoji. Let's get that hype emoji going in chat again. There we go. I've kicked it off. Volcanoes in chat. Let's get that going. And while you guys spam that, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Give me a second. I think I have to update Nightbot. I think Nightbot default is to spam anything that's like 5 or more emojis in a row. So let me just check Nightbot's spam filter settings. Excess emojis. What do we got here? Options. Limit is 5. I'll up the limit to 10. So you can get a few more volcanoes in there, but don't drop more than 10, because otherwise Nightbot will spam bot you. So just keep that in mind. That's my bad, but that's a little bit more manageable limit now. You can get 10 emojis happening. What else we got going on in chat? Other than volcanoes. Love the hype emoji. Let's hit autoplay again. I love watching how the AI performs. Commercial break. Yeah, I just needed to blow my nose. I figured you guys probably don't want to hear that on stream, so I muted the mic. Harden does not miss. No, this Harden card's a beast. This Thompson card too. If you guys were watching at the very start of the stream, I played D Hitman in Showdown and he had Thompson on his lineup, and his AI was absolutely beastly. I'm not sure that he missed a shot. Does he hit this? Ooh. Actually, I'm watching the wrong thing. I'm watching a delayed stream in Stream Commands. I should be looking at my phone, so my commentary is up to date. Better not make that mistake. Any new animations? Maybe like some tweaks to blocks and things like that, but no, there's no new like dunk animations and things like that. All the good old stuff from Season 2 has made its way back to Season 3. That doesn't mean that there won't be throughout the season, but at this point in time, there's all the new stuff is more like gameplay and content oriented, not necessarily shiny animations and graphics oriented. Brandon Hung, appreciate that. Very informative. Thanks for the stream. Josh, he says, thank you for the kind words. That is definitely the objective of the stream and my videos in general, is just to provide useful content to all you guys. If you guys are all learning and picking up things that you may not have known about the game, then my job is being done. Reigning Gaming 77 says, Josh, you deserve at least 20k subs. It's all a process. I will get there. Ikmanpreet Singh, thank you for the sub. Take that, Iggy GIF. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. All the love I'm getting in chat, definitely appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't without all of you supporting me along the way. So give yourselves a pat on the back as well. Thank you so much for the support, for the subs. We're going to smash that 5k sub goal before the end of September. I'm just going to do a quick refresh, see what we're at now. So we're at 4,820. So we're only 180 subs away from 5k. My initial goal at the start of the month was to get there by the end of September, and we're very close to that now. Thank you so much, guys. We'll definitely have to reassess that goal. I think I'll push that up to 6k by the end of September. We'll get there. There's no need to it's all a process. My main incentive with subs is I know that I'm then reaching more people, so I'm accessing a wider audience. More NBA Live Mobile users are getting some more information from my vids, and that's my main goal. Tekon, I'm definitely not the only game changer that plays the game. Others do as well. I think the difference is that I primarily play NBA Live Mobile. I'm a massive basketball fan, and as I'm not in the States, I don't necessarily follow NFL and other sport. I don't follow soccer that much. The Australian soccer scene definitely isn't what it is in Europe. So my primary game focus on my channel is NBA Live Mobile. So I think that's the point of difference there. There's a lot of other game changers are multitasking, so to speak. So it does definitely feel like I'm possibly playing more. And while that might be accurate, that's the reason for it. It's not that they don't play, they just don't play as much as I do. So keep that in mind. Yes, I am a massive Ben Simmons fan. Hello, Alessandro TV. Thank you for saying nice stream and welcome to the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. Reigning Gaming 77, your whole channel is based off NBA Live Mobile as well, but you're not a game changer yet. I love the attitude. Keep it up. Basketball is pretty big in Australia, Tekon. We have the NBL here, which is the National Basketball League. Obviously, we have Aussies in the NBA as well, and we've got a pretty good number of Aussies in the NBA. Some of the more notable ones, obviously, being Ben Simmons, Joe Ingles, Dante Exum. Both him and Ingles play for the same team. We've got, and you put me on a spot now, and I absolutely can't think of any others. But we have heaps of. What's the young guy that plays on the Bucks? Blanking on his name, totally blanking on his name. But we have Dellavedova, obviously used to play on the Cavs, now plays for the Bucks as well. There are definitely more that I'm just totally blanking out. Oh, Boston guy, the man bun, their center. How am I forgetting his name? Aaron Baines, he's there too. So tons of Aussies in the NBA. So yeah, the Australian basketball scene is quite good. Aurora, welcome to the scene. Kmart represent, absolutely. I appreciate you stopping by. Thon Maker, there we go. British Babe 70, thank you for dropping that. Thon Maker is the one that I was thinking of. And I don't know if you guys caught that fight that I'm not going to get into it, but the footage from the fight between Gilas Pinas and the Australian national team was crazy. I hope to never see anything like that again. Thon Maker was jumping around, sending flying kicks. I guess he was just trying to create space, protecting teammates. Didn't want to throw hands because obviously there is money makers as a basketball player. So that was insane. What day is NBA Live Mobile coming out? I believe it's the 5th. So if you're in the States, that will be tomorrow. I don't know the time. But there's no real confirmation of that, but that is the hope. So fingers crossed that does actually happen. What are we at? We're at the third quarter. So we're going to autoplay one more season quarter, see a little bit more of the AI of who have I got? Kyrie is my PG, Klay Thompson, LeBron James, Kevin Love, and Karl Anthony Towns. I'll show you guys some more of their AI. They're all base 80 elites. And then we'll probably wrap up the stream. Were there any other key questions that I may have missed? I've just saw Striker XP. Don't forget that Kyrie was born in Australia. So this is a fun fact. You may or may not know this, but in terms of the NBA, the city in the world with the most #1 draft picks born there is Melbourne. We have had Andrew Bogut, Kyrie Irving, and Ben Simmons were all born in Melbourne. There is no other city in the world that has had 3 #1 NBA draft picks born there. So that is a little record that Melbourne holds, and I was also born in Melbourne, so I certainly appreciate that little fun stat, that is for sure. The random things, sometimes it can be hard to keep up with chat, so I do apologize if I have missed your comment. You wish the East and the West were more even. The Golden State are certainly stacked, although it's yet to be seen just how much of an impact Boogie Cousins has. I think the biggest impact Cousins will have on their team is the fact that they don't have to face him on any other team, to be honest. But the East is certainly starting to get strong. Maybe it doesn't have the same depth, but the upper end with Boston, with the Raptors, and with Philadelphia is starting to look pretty healthy. So hopefully they can give the West for a run for their money in the finals. We will see how that goes. What else we got here? Do I box kangaroos? So that's the funny misconception. Kangaroos mainly fight with their legs. I'm not sure if you guys have seen kangaroos jump, but they can jump real far. And if a kangaroo kicks you, it's like getting hit by a car. They kind of balance on their tail and kick out with both feet, and it can kill humans. It's crazy dangerous. So I steer clear of kangaroos. I have no desire to get close to a wild animal that can kill me with a kick. As simple as that. I do not box kangaroos. What else we got in chat? What happened to Andrew Bogut? He's currently back in the NBL playing. I believe he's playing for the Sydney Kings. A little bit too old and injured for the NBA now, but obviously he's had a great career. Won himself a ring with the Warriors, which is awesome. That is it for that season game. Let's see what bronze play we win there. We unlock Seth Curry, the other Curry brother. All right. Now, before I wind down this stream, I just want to check real quick. Do we have any other things that I may have missed that you guys are super keen to see in this preview video? I will be dropping a video that just focuses on gameplay, whether it's live events or some season gameplay, just so you guys can see a bit more of the gameplay element of Season 3. I want to give a big shout out to Brian for stopping by. He's been here for the whole stream, which is crazy. Thank you for donating your time to answer tons of questions in chat, Brian. It's so appreciated. If you guys haven't already followed his Twitter, I've just dropped that link. Make sure to hit up that. Tons of great NBA Live mobile content as well as other stuff. Also, make sure to check out my Discord if you haven't already stopped by. Brian is in there too. Tons of great people. It's an awesome little community that's growing every day. So check that out as well. We don't know what time the game launches for either iOS or Android. I'm sorry that I can't answer that. We will just have to wait and see. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I really appreciate the support you've shown me this stream. I cannot wait for Season 3 to launch. It is right around the corner, and very, very soon we will all have access to it. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. Drop that hype emoji in chat, and I will see you next time.